Clemson Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic.
They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They're testing the right side here. Picks up the first down. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
They'll give it to him again. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year, David.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the process of being great in the future. And this team, learning how to win, finding ways to get it done, it's only going to build momentum, and hopefully you can carry that over to next season.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab past the marker. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
Here's the heat. He makes a grab, and he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. And the Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Tigers! The punt team makes its way onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And no shot at a return here. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Wants to throw. It's Denson. The sweet feet buy a little time. He gets the job done on third. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense came into this game knowing they were going to have to stop this guy getting handoffs, but also catching the ball. Nice job rallying to him out in the flat, making a nice tackle.
Makes the grab in their space. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He's looking to throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run play action. Why not time to get it in? And beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Serious arm strength.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Converts on 4th down, still going. Down to the... Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They go to the counter. They stop him right. Run, and the defense was up for the challenge.
And I want you guys to go play. What I'm going to do is showcase a nice balance where we can keep it for momentum going forward today, and I'm trying to play
on the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Caught on the left side by Wilson. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. To throw, it's Denson. Oh, they're after him. Runs through the tackle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking to throw. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Turner. Inside the 25. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. From the red zone, it's Smith. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And the Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. They make the stop. It'll be fourth down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with Iowa, taking on the number 12 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Hawkeyes, hoping that clock hits zeros while they're still in front. A victory today would move them to 7-2 and catapult this team forward as they make their stretch run.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running back.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Firing to the right, complete. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Finds a man in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Georgia State now has it in the red zone. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Georgia State comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Panthers! He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Turner. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. That was a big stop by the defense now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game, so we're starting to get late. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Quickly to the tight end. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. So now it's second and long. Gonna look downfield again. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Hauls it in. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Panthers look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And that one's incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Now the play fake. This time he's got his man. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Panthers will snap it on first and 10. Pushes ahead for 1. It's second and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air on second down. Unloads it left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're
Hold to aim. Hold. Maybe it's down their key binding.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Dropping back, it's Denson. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. That It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop them on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Not.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They'll go to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Defenses understand I got to take away my throwing lanes and then react to that running back. What does the QB do? Checks the ball down, thinks his running back can make the play in space. The defense says absolutely not. Breaks on the football, gets him down on the ground, forcing the 4th down.
How about that tackle? First down here for the offense. Wants to throw it again. Got it set up on the outside. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Back to pass on 2nd down. He caught it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw again. They're setting up the screen. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it just... Desperate.
No death run. So.
Boom.